Dear JCPS, let's be honest. Our leaders' failures to heed the voices and demands of some of our most impacted community members is why so many of us are here tonight. Unfortunately, we hear from victims of discrimination, harassment, retaliation, and abuse who constantly tell us that some in district leadership have also actively participated in the pushing out of problem students, employees, parents, grassroots organizations, and individuals who speak up for what's right. Existing laws and policies have led to disproportionate harm to Black, Brown, LGBTQ, poor, and disabled students and employees. That's not an opinion. That's evidenced not only by the data Chair Porter referred to, but also by the real-life stories that are brought to me on a daily basis as co-founder of Dear JCPS. The Student Discipline Bill the government signed into law specifically targets JCPS students. SB 150 will be compounded with the Student Discipline Bill to further weaponize these harmful activities. Use of tools such as the Student Handbook, the Grievance and Internal Investigations process are inherently biased based upon implementation. 3 out of 4 jailed Louisville youth are Black. I have an article I'll be sharing with you. LMPD is building a new juvenile detention facility. They wouldn't pour that much money into a new facility if they didn't plan to fill it. That means quotas. Throw in weapons detection systems and police in schools, and the pipeline to prison is full throttle, and this law will further disproportionately impact our Black, Brown, queer, and disabled students. Make no mistake, they are coming for our kids. What are you doing with our juveniles that are in JCPS right now? I sent an open records request asking how many JCPS kids are in the juvenile justice system. They didn't know. Are they lying by omission, or are they literally incapable of keeping up with students in the criminal justice system and fulfilling their requirements by law? A colleague sent me the Louisville Metro Youth Detention Services Conditions Assessment Narrative Report from 2017. I'm sure you're familiar with it. On page 6 of the report, which I also have a copy of, youth are not receiving legally mandated general and special education services. The quality of special education services is lacking in many different areas with some exceptions. The problems with lack of educational services for youth, such as the inability to provide in-person classroom instruction to more than half the youth at any given time, is an invitation for litigation by child advocates and parents of youth of the facility. The report shows you are out of compliance with instructional hours and meeting IEPs. You managed to avoid a lawsuit this time, but how can we be reassured you are not going to be out of compliance again? There's going to be a lawsuit. We are putting you on notice. Parents, if they ask your ECE kid to go virtual, don't let them. It's against the law. The Kentucky Alliance Education Committee, which I chair, is asking parents to come to us when they violate your students' rights. I have a note from a teacher in an alternative school. Why is the district not paying them a stipend in alternative schools?
You guys are literally drowning them. It feels like you're doing it on purpose. They can't take more kids if they're understaffed. The only option left is going to be virtual or pushed out. As a taxpayer, I'm tired of our leaders wasting taxpayer dollars on secret settlements, committing fraud to cover up the lies, and abusing the internal investigations process to cover their butts and committing the same harms over and over. We want an outside audit on lawsuit settlements and internal investigations, an authentic one, not more of your good old boy gatekeepers. We want all of your data on alternative schools. How much RP are you doing? What are the ratios, diagnostic tools, demographics, budgets for the storms that are coming? What alternative program will you have for them? Ask the questions we'd be asking if you hadn't denied us seats at your table. The ship is sinking. Unseal the settlements. Let us know how much you're paying and what the allegations are, and fix that instead of continuing to waste more and more money on back-end solutions that will only cut into badly needed funds that would otherwise be spent on actually nurturing and educating our community's children. Which side are you on? Who are you afraid of? What do we need to do to make it be us? We've had enough.
Thank you.
Thank you. That ends the persons addressing the board this evening. I would like to, on behalf of the board, thank you for coming. It is our responsibility as a board for public education to listen to your thoughts. So thank you for being here this evening. Your words are important. Our students are important. Our staff are important. Life is important. So thank you for being here this evening. We will now move on. We're at the end of our agenda. And at this time, at 7:50 p.m., I would like to receive a motion for adjournment this evening. Is there a motion to adjourn, please? Board Member Marshall, seconded by Board Member Duncan. All those in favor, please raise your hand. It's unanimous. Thank you very much. Have a safe evening and a safe holiday weekend. Thank you very much, everyone that was here this evening.